So can you believe that we are heading out of 2024 and into 2025? I don't even know what happened to the whole year of 2024. I'm going to run down what happened to me, but it seems like time just really flew by this past year. But we are today, December 31st, 2024. We're going to be ushering in a new year for those of us that stay up past 9 p.m. these days, right? We are going to be ushering in a new year, and we've got some intense energies that we can work with. Now, at the end of every year, and, obviously the beginning of a new year, I always invite people to make sure that you take the time to rest, reflect, look back at the year. What did you achieve and receive? What did you try for that you missed? What is it that you realized about yourself? What were your successes? What were your failures? Right? Like all of those different things. And here's the thing is the black moon, new moon, a black moon simply being the second new moon or dark moon in any one calendar month, for lack of ease of explanation, or not lack of, I guess, for ease of explanation. So the energies of the new moon or the dark moon, right, are rest, reflection, relaxation, rejuvenation, renewal, reviewing, planning, right? All of those things where we sit back and we go, okay, in this last cycle, which could be whatever cycle that you're looking into at the time, right? In this last cycle, what is it that I was proficient at? What is it that I, fell a little short of my goals? What is it that made me stumble on my motivation? What is it that I actually excelled at, right? Like all of these different things we look at and we plan and use that information to plan towards the new cycle. So I always invite people at the last day of the year or within the first week of the new year to make sure that you take the time to do all of that, right? If you're a journaler, journaling is an amazing thing. If you're not a journaler, you should put that on your list of to-dos because for the new year, new habits to start, because it really will unlock some huge things for you. And in the moment, it doesn't feel like it because you're sitting there and you're just writing your thoughts. Or if you're like I journal, I do bullet point journaling or brain dumping, where I'm just writing phrases and words and short things that are coming up, right? It's not like, dear diary, this is what happened today and this is how I feel. Although some days can be like that. But here's the thing is, as you take your journals and you review them, you will then be able to start to see some patterns going, right? And some things happening at certain times of, maybe the cycle or whatever it is. But you begin to see these thought processes that happen, and you begin to uncover some of the blockages and the limiting beliefs that are happening within yourself that you didn't even realize in the moment, right? But when you browse back. So I invite everyone to really take the time to sit back, relax, reflect, write down what it is that you succeeded at, that you failed at this past year, but more importantly, what you are manifesting for your future. What is it that you're working on moving forward into 2025 that are your real main goals? And I'm not a huge, make it a big goal. I mean, everybody I think should have a big main goal, but you have to break it down into those bite size, right? Those little goals, because otherwise it seems way too far-fetched. When we're manifesting something, we have to make sure that we have a goal that is achievable for us so that we can measure our progress of that manifestation, right? And we can know that we're taking the correct actions in the physical realm, the physical mundane things that we have to do to be able to magically support ourselves to move towards that end big goal, right? We don't jump from, one end of the country to the other end of the country, fly from New York to California, or drive from New York to California in one fail thing, right? In one whole big day. You wouldn't be able to do it. And for those of you that are outside the United States, it's a long trip. I don't know how many miles, but it's a long trip. So we have to take it and we have to plan and say, okay, I'm going to start here and I'm going to make it to this place in this state or wherever. And that's where I'm going to stop for the night. And I'm going to rest and I'm going to review what I'm going to be doing the next day moving forward so that I go to the next place, right? And we make these mini stops along the way, but we eventually still get to our destination. And that is the best metaphor that I can think of when it comes to how to set those little goals to be able to hit that big goal in the end, even when it comes to manifesting, because you're always planning. Then when you stop, you do a little bit, you plan, you stop, you rest, you reflect, usually during that dark moon or new moon phase, right? And then on that witch's new moon, then you start to take action to move forward. And what is it that I'm doing in this next cycle to be able to get to the next spot so that then you can rest and reflect again. And again, we are ending the year on a huge, powerful energy note. So take that and make sure that you use it to your advantage so that you can really do some introspective work, right? Some shadow work so that we can. It's all about eliminating the blockages. It's all about understanding our own self. And the way that we do that is connecting to our higher self, if you will, connecting to our higher self, our spirit family, our guides, and being able to understand those messages that are coming through. You guys know that I am huge when it comes to manifesting, divination, working with spirit team, right? And all of that good stuff, because it's kind of my jam. I've been doing it my whole life. But so I invite you to make sure that you do that. So let me now take a little bit of time and scan through what happened for me in 2024, because I like to keep you guys informed, right? And what's happening in 2025 moving forward. So if you have been following my podcast and me for any of the 12 years that I have been in the online business space, you will know that I had a podcast, or this podcast started in 2019. Unfortunately, in 2024, I hit a wrong button on my hosting and deleted my entire podcast. The entire original 2 years worth of podcasting was gone. Luckily, I did save some of the episodes, so those will be re-uploading again. So make sure if you're looking for a certain one and you can't find it, reach out to me on Facebook Messenger or email me at witchfulways@gmail.com and let me know that you're looking for something and I'll get it to you. But so now it's starting over. And I often feel like, okay, it was a mistake that happened, right? Like I totally did that. And in fact, I had to not only hit the delete button, but I had to confirm that I wanted to delete it. And right after I did that, I realized that I was not on the thing that I thought I was deleting. So it was gone, right? I contacted them. They said, nope, once you hit delete, it's gone, it's gone. So does that mean that it was an actual true mistake? Just an accident, that happenstance happened in that situation or circumstance? Or is it that I was guided to go, okay, I need to do things fresh, right? And I feel like 2024 has been a total year of refreshment for myself because I really took a step back. I really had to step away from burnout, of being in online space, of being in social media. I just wanted to step back from that. And that is what I did. And it allowed me to do a lot of reflecting and a lot of actual new learning within my sister circle. They called it learning new arts from the old farts. But so I've got so much more and newness to offer in 2025. So I hope that, again, you will head over to the website and check out all of the new good things that are happening. With that, I am going to leave you and say, I hope you have an amazing new year and that if you're out celebrating, that you are safe with it as well.